everyone, this is John from mythaireviews.com, and today I'm taking a look at another app from Innovative Language Learning called My Words Thai. Let's get to it.
Okay, so this app is $9.99 in the Apple App Store, and it's by the same company that made WordPower and WordPower Lite. Some of you might know how I feel about WordPower Lite. It's a demoware that should be free, I believe. But WordPower is a pretty decent program, although it does have some bugs. Now, My Words Thai is probably my favorite of the applications I've tested from this company. But I also need to test out the Genko cards, which I'll discuss hopefully tomorrow. So what you have here is a daily regimen of 10 new words that you're supposed to remember, and you are tested on them. Unfortunately, they are basically unrelated to one another, and they seem kind of random. They're not categorized in any fashion. So due to that, it can be a little bit difficult, I think, to retain some of the material. It gives you 10 words each day, but you're not limited to the words starting on the day that you downloaded the app. If you hit the calendar down here, you can go, I don't know how far back when they released this. I should have checked that before starting the review. But you can see the words for that day. Let's try February. Okay, so there you go, February 23rd, and we got 10 new words here. This happens every morning. So you hit this information button, and you can listen to the word. And for those of you with an iPhone, you could record your own voice and then compare your pronunciation with the speakers. This also uses a word bank, like the WordPower program, so you can select certain words that you need more work on. Now on this main screen here, the buttons for the Thai script and the romanization actually don't do anything until you go into game mode, in which case you're matching these words, and I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing here, but if there was a match they both would have turned green. So you can see up here it keeps score, and I obviously just downloaded this app yesterday. I played with it for about an hour, I think, and I just now got one wrong. Refreshing. The scores puts everything back at 0, so I can take away that mistake I made for the review here. Now if you just want to see the words matched up without going in through the information button for each word, you just click the Show Answers button and it automatically matches them up. And again, the buttons do nothing then once you're at that point. The other buttons down here are just for information on the company and information on how to use the application. Now, I haven't been using this long enough to see any bugs that might emerge. There aren't any right up front, and if there were some problems with tone or a misspelling, I probably would not notice. But overall, I've got to say that this is my favorite program by Innovative Language Learning, LLC. And I'm glad I purchased it for $9.99. This one, I think, is worth the cost. Sometimes I think that's a bit much for the Thai apps that are available that have very few words. But I think it's worth it in this case because you're getting 10 new words every day. Whether or not you'll actually be able to master them or not, I don't know. I think it would help if they had some sort of theme for each week. Let's say that one week was about travel and all the 10 words on the first day would be about trains or luggage or something like that. Maybe the next week it could be medical or body parts, something like that. Something to tie it all together, I think would solidify the information in my mind and help me to retain it. The random approach, I think, is the weakest point in this application. Fortunately, the material is snatched from a web server somewhere, so they could update the way this is categorized at any time without even updating the software. So I think this one has huge potential, mainly because of the open framework. They could change directions at any time and come up with a new strategy for how the content should be organized.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned to mythaireviews.com for ratings on all kinds of Thai language learning resources. Take care.